Well, it's a beautiful day. You can see Pikes Peak in the background. The next 3-4 days are going to be miserable, cold, snow, not even going to get above freezing. Today's a very sad day for me. 1 week today that my mom died of cancer. She's living in the main house with Steve, her husband. And now things aren't going to be the same. Now, some have made comments about how thin Tigger is. Well, here's the story. Tigger was actually brought to a friend of mine who moved and wanted to be by the beach, expecting to come back and grab Tigger once she got on her feet. Well, she hasn't yet, so after 4 years I still have Tigger. Well, Tigger isn't hanging out with just the sheep, and my neighbor has horses, so I've been taking her over there so she has other horses to be with. Now, Tigger is a show horse, and she's got shorter hair, and she doesn't handle the cold very well, and there's no shelter over there. So when the weather gets bad, I would go over, put her blanket on her, bring her over here to hang out with the sheep. Well, the last time I did that, she looked fine. This time, in the midst of all of my mom dying, I went over and grabbed her, actually a week ago today, and the weather was coming in, and it was just miserable. Towards the evening, wind was blowing, snow was coming, or starting to blow. So I put her blanket on her real quick. Well, while I did that, I tied her off to the four-wheeler, and while I was putting the blanket on, one of their horses came and attacked her. And Tigger, trying to get away, almost turned my four-wheeler over. So I managed to get the blanket on her and get her back over here. Well, after that bad spell of weather, really cold, snow, I went and took her blanket off last Thursday, and I freaked out. I've never seen her that thin, and I was just pissed because they should have let me know. Anyways, so now I'm working towards getting her weight back on her as quick as I can. The storm's coming in, and so this evening I'll put her blanket back on her. Meantime, I'm watching all of the sheep and the lambs. I've got 6 of them now, and still I think a couple more coming. So now I've got to go and get firewood ready. It's got to last me through the week in sub-freezing weather. Well, this is what I'm doing to help put weight on my horse. I'm using Big R Senior Horse Mix, High Plains Alfalfa Cubes, and Smart Beat pellets. And I'm going to take a coffee can, about 1 can, half a can of each, put it in a bucket with warm water or hot water, and let it expand fully, and then feed that to Tigger to help put on her weight. So this is what I'm using. Okay, so now I have my bucket, and I'm going to pour it into the feed bucket for my horse. Now I'm going to get water, hot water, and pour it in there, and you'll be able to see how much it expands. So now I have hot water, and I just pour it in there. And I typically will do 3 buckets this size. So I'm going to go and get another bucket and dump it in there. Be right back. Okay, you can see how much it has already expanded. Here's the second one. And I'll wait a little bit to see how that does before I take it up to her, but I want it completely soaked and expanded for her. Easy to eat, and she'll eat more of it. Well, you can see how much is already expanded as it soaks up that water. So I'm going to wait just a few more minutes to see if it expands a little bit more, and then I'll take it on up to my horse. Okay, you can see now it has expanded quite well. So I'll head up and feed my horse with this. Well, one of the things that I wanted to mention is that this process with helping Tigger put her weight back on, you can see her now, and she definitely is thin. But we're going to work on it, and you can please click and subscribe and help me out tremendously. And follow me as we make the progress on helping her put her weight back on and brush her out, and this nasty weather passes through. Well, I'm going to have to change things tomorrow. Can't keep this sheep out of her food. So I think I'm going to fix up a stall to actually put her in, get her by herself and away from all the sheep so she can eat in peace. She's looking a little better, but I still can't believe she looks like this. I just can't believe it. Anyways, this is my thin horse doing everything I can to put the weight back on her. I'm sure she's going to be okay. And please click and subscribe. Help me out. And watch the progress as she puts her weight back on. Oh, I can't believe it's gotten this like this. Until the next video. Well, it's getting cold really, really fast.